Rummy box in the house.
Hiya. We're back at Marvel New York campus.
Hotel New York.
Yes, in Disneyland Paris. It's a few days into the trip. Still haven't had my beard done or my hair cut because the park's been full. Well, it's late on the evening. We've got a dinner reservation at
the Downtown Restaurant.
Downtown Restaurant.
Downtown Restaurant.
It's an all-you-can-eat buffet, so we're going to go check that out and have a look at the food.
And being as I've had a lot of work on today, he's just been running around like a blue-ass fly like he normally does. So we haven't really eaten anything today, so it's a good job it's an all-you-can-eat buffet because we have worked up to this for the week.
We're going to fill our faces.
We've been very good this week, but eating normally. We haven't done the normal Disney food challenge, which is as much as you can. So yes, looking forward to this.
So let's get in there. We've just been to the downtown.
We've gone downtown in the rain.
I forgot what it's called, I'm blank.
Downtown Restaurant. He's whizzing his tits off because he had coffee.
So we've just been to the downtown restaurant in the Marvel New York hotel in Disney Paris. It's right next to the Manhattan restaurant.
It is. It's the not quick service, but it's the regular table service. The fancy pants one.
So it's an all-you-can-eat buffet, and in terms of all-you-can-eat buffet, it was pretty fancy for that.
To be fair, it was pretty good. Disneyland Paris, despite it being in Paris, doesn't necessarily have the best food choices. A lot of them are very samey in the parks and out of the parks, but this one actually had a lot more choice, a lot of different food, definitely more options for me, gluten-free.
Well, in terms of the same food, that's more when you're in the park, the little quick service places, the little carts and things like that, they sell the same at every single one, but the restaurants themselves, there's a fair selection of food in the different restaurants.
But still not.
But for gluten-free, it's very limited. But that was, I'm speaking for Claire, but that was pretty good for gluten-free. I mean, it was as a buffet itself, it was really nice. It was quite fancy. They had the three, so they had New York selection.
American food, had Italian food, and they had Chinese food.
Yeah, and they were like split out into different sections, and like the New York section had little mini burgers, little tiny mini cheeseburgers. There was brisket. There was gammon in maple syrup.
Chicken wings.
Chicken wings. Potatoes. There was
mac and cheese. Stuff like that.
Mac and cheese was the Italian section. So in the Italian section, you had the mac and cheese. You had lots of different types of pizzas. I had the cured ham pizza. That was quite nice. That garlic bread. I said the mac and cheese. The aubergine
thing was really good because it's cheesy.
They had, I can't think what else there was in the Italian section. But
there's just a lot of pasta and pizza.
Yeah, and then the Chinese section was mainly fish based, so I didn't really have much of that. They had barbecue pork, which we both had, which was really nice. Sweet and sour. And that was probably
really nice and surprisingly gluten-free.
Yeah, because that's something that she can't normally get. And that was probably the nicest thing out of the whole of the main.
And I got
food,
some very sad looking gluten-free bread, but it was gluten-free bread nonetheless, so had that, and then dessert. And
they had dim sum, which again I was going to have it because I quite like dim sum, but it was just mainly fish dim sum, and I don't eat fish, so there was quite a bit of the Italian and the Chinese food that I didn't have. But yeah, no, it was really nice. That's what I said. Probably the nicest thing was the sweet and sour. The little mini cheeseburger was really good. And the desserts were incredibly rich. but they were fantastic, very well themed. Little Thor's hammer we'd made out of mousse and a chocolate little handle. You had.
I got to have even a Captain America panna cotta. I mean, not the most exciting, but it had a little Captain America chocolate shield on the top.
That was nice. They had
you had Groot in yours as well, and they had like I had the 30th macarons. I've been trying to get them for a while.
Yeah, the Groot was good. It was like a shortbread Groot sticking out of a chocolate mousse. It wasn't the sweetest of chocolate mousse, but it was probably a good thing because all the other puddings were really sweet, so that was quite nice. I had a yuzu cake from the Chinese section, which felt like I'd been smacked around the face with a bag of limes. I mean, it's been nice. It was very rich.
Through the sugar.
Rich flavour. It'd be nice if you like that kind of thing, but it was just a little bit too much for me. There was the little Minnie Mouse mousse dome. That was really nice, very light.
Minnie Mouse mousse dome?
Yeah, Minnie Mouse mousse dome. That was nice. That was really light. The cheesecake the New York cheesecake was fantastic. I love a cheesecake, and normally when you get cheesecake, it doesn't really taste like cheese.
I think the reason why that tasted more cheesy was because of proper baked cheesecake.
Yeah, it was really thick and
served cheesecake.
Fantastic. Love cheesecake. It was the first thing I had to grab. There was a little 30th peanut butter brownie cake, which was nice, but the peanut butter was more like it wasn't sweet like a Reese's cup peanut butter cup or anything like that. It was more bitter and salty. Again, nice considering the rest of it was incredibly sweet. But yeah, there was a lot of food to have. There was I felt like I could eat loads, and then we got to the dessert, and I had 2 plates, and by the end of it, I felt like I feel bursting at the seams. And then at the end of it, I had a coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker. We recently went away, and I tried some coffee cocktails. Quite enjoyed them, so I thought I'd try it. So I had a cappuccino, and I feel like I'm bouncing off the walls now, as I've never drank coffee in my life.
Is my hand shaking?
Feel like staff were really good, really great theming.
Yeah, a lot of nice little touches in there. I mean, you can see why it's an expensive hotel, and I mean, at €42 for your food, drinks are on top. It's pretty decent value for the fact that you can literally stuff your face, but the fact that there is such great theming on it, and you know, gluten-free, you always take your chances with a buffet.
Yeah, so.
But at the same time, you did feel kind of secure that a lot of stuff is quite segregated. They have chefs standing at every station. It's all very clean. It's not like you can see a lump of mac and cheese accidentally dropped in the bolognese or something like that.
You got a little tour. The waiter gave her a little tour at the beginning, so showed her what she could have, what she couldn't have. She got to look at a little binder which listed everything. So
Took photos of the binder. That's my top tip. Take photos of the binder because you will not remember when you've walked away.
Yeah. But it was really good, and the theme, as you said, the theme was really good. Even the drinks menu had a little synopsis blurb thing at the beginning.
And he got a little chocolate with your coffee, which is all printed on. He even got pièce de résistance, a chef's hat.
I did.
And he wore his chef's hat because he was high on coffee.
Still got it. But yeah, the menu was quite well themed. It had like it was very limited on the cocktails. I think there were 2 cocktails, one with a pina colada and one of them had bitters in it, so I didn't really want any of them. There was a couple of non-alcoholic cocktails, and then other than that it was mainly wines, a couple of beers, a couple of spirits, but not really a great selection.
Overpriced cider.
So
soda.
So we just had some Coke. But yeah, overall it was a really good experience.
Very much enjoyed it.
First meal out we've had this week, and it was very good.
Yeah, we only have 3 meals planned this week, and this was one that I really wanted to get in. We tried for ages to get a reservation, but I think they have an overflow sort of area, so walk-up's probably doable. There were some times where it looked fairly quieter, but from about 9:30, 10 o'clock, it definitely started to get a lot more busy. So I think that's obviously when everybody's kicked out of the park and they can't wait any longer with the kids, they end up going in there. So there was quite a lot of kids, but the variety of food meant that if you were staying here and you were going for a few days, you could probably have, you know, we had a little bit of everything, whereas you'd be able to have a few different meals, and it, you know, you've probably got a week's worth where you can pick a mix if you wanted to.
Yeah, definitely. So there you go. That's our little 2 cents on the downtown restaurant at the Marvel Hotel in Disney Paris. We're going to finish the night off now with a glass of champagne in the Skyline restaurant. Skyline Bar, should I say. So, cue champagne, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.
Cheers. Right, look that way. I want to get the profile of your hat with your hair.